You hear about people being called self-made, and I don't buy that, because nobody got to where they're at by themselves. For me personally, I come from Kansas, growing up in rural America. We had a very humble upbringing. I mean, I remember, us being on welfare growing up for a period of time. But sometimes all you have are the people around you, and that's family and friends. And you really have to rely on others to get to that point. But end up going to college, University of Kansas, and spent a little time on the football team there. And when I was 19, my dad unfortunately passed away in a car accident. It was just out of the blue. It really makes you grow up pretty quick, and it definitely gives you a different perspective on life. You don't take things for granted. I was just blessed to have him as my dad. I mean, he made sure I had everything I needed growing up. It's never easy to lose your dad, let alone one of your best friends. So much of who I am today is because of him. So I had a choice to make, to either stick around in Kansas or get the heck out of Kansas, and I felt like getting out of Kansas was a good option for me. At a very young age, I knew I wanted to do something with real estate and help other people take advantage of real estate opportunities. So I ended up in Phoenix 12 years ago, and it was just a phenomenal opportunity. The only thing was I didn't know anybody there. So I had to sleep in my truck for about 3 days. And, I got a gym membership, and that's where I'd go. I'd take my showers and press my clothes and start talking to people, start looking for opportunities. There was a great opportunity in the real estate market when I was there to learn the business and start building relationships that I have to this day. Have really put me in a position where I can help others. But I was limited to how many properties, how many deals you could do. There's only so many opportunities in the Phoenix market that make sense. And that was a challenge. That was frustrating for me. But I found out that oil and gas is still considered real estate. And so that's where I was contacted by an outfit out of Texas, and flew out to meet with them. I didn't know anything about oil and gas, and basically just blindly trusted this gentleman. And I let him know that because of the relationships I have, people have a tendency to follow what I do, and we want to help those people. So if you hurt them and you lose their money or take advantage of them, that's a problem. And he just was dishonest. He was using that money to take care of other responsibilities and didn't do what he indicated he would do with those funds. I had a choice to, pick up the phone and call everybody and say, hey, sorry, I lost money too. Sorry it didn't work out. In the investment world, there is risk. It wasn't my fault. I didn't defraud anybody. I didn't, lie, cheat, or steal. But I was just like, that's probably not going to make people feel all that much better. So I knew I had the opportunity to step up and serve other people. I want this to be advanced. I want this to be very focused in what we're trying to accomplish out there. So we went up to Kansas and we had some projects and got those people rolled over and taken care of. And you take a bad situation and you turn it into a huge opportunity that's been successful. And it was really the painful birthing process of pipeline oil and gas. In a lot of ways it was exciting. In a lot of ways it was terrifying. Everything's new. And anytime you're doing something new, whether it's new relationships, a new career, new adventure, you always have the fear of the unknown. Naturally, we're designed to stay in our comfort levels. And I'm probably the most comfortable being out of my comfort level. And I've gotten used to being there, but that's when a lot of personal growth happens. That's when your business starts to grow. For us, we feel like pipeline oil and gas can be $1 billion company in the next 7 years. And not just help pipeline oil and gas get there, but take a lot of people along for that ride so they can see the benefits and use that as a model to show people that even in today's age, you can get to the top, you can take people with you, everybody can benefit, and nobody has to be selfish along the way.
I've met Brandon Cox over the years, and he's a fine guy, but in the last several months, I've got to know him on a different level. And I can tell you, he is an honest, sincere, dedicated human being and somebody that I would put my faith and confidence in.
Character and trust they go hand in hand. And Brandon, I feel from the minute I've met him that he was trustable. His character, though, is something that I'm learning more and more about, and everything I learn makes me trust him even more.
Every day is a dream to me, but it's also a reality, and my life wouldn't nearly be this good if it weren't for the people around me. You have so many great relationships. You look at the good and how you're helping people, and you know, if you can leave this world and maybe leave it a little bit better than you found it, to me, you're being significant.